Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are now live, and we are waiting for the Fed meeting minutes to come out. That's going to happen about 2 p.m. Right now, I'm like working on getting my lights. I feel like this makes it dramatic, and then this makes it normal. All right, cool. So what's going on with the market? So what should we expect from this? So this is pretty much something that comes out every 3 weeks after we have an FOMC meeting. The reason behind a Fed meeting minute is that it gives you further context into why they voted, okay? Why they voted, where they voted. So it kind of tells you where the market is going to be going. It gives you some clear direction on it all. We're expecting to get this news at 2 p.m. As you can see right here, FOMC minutes is coming out at 2 p.m. So I figured we would go ahead and watch it together. I think that'd be personally interesting content. I am a big supporter of looking into these because I feel like it gives us further context on exactly what the market's going to be doing. In terms of where we kind of are right now, I'll just kind of go over every market. So we're having a really good day in the S&P 500. I've been getting into stocks. Let me see if I can look at it right now. I've been getting into stocks recently. This is like probably the last like month or two. I'm not up like a lot over the past month. I'm what 0.57%. Yeah, I'm up 0.57% since I started, which is okay, I guess. But that's kind of how those markets work, right? They're very slow. But we're expecting to get something. The market is moving up ahead of the FOMC meet. I am expecting to get some pretty positive news. And that's, the market is also pricing in some positive news here. Gold. I'm not a gold bro, my friend. I'm a crypto bro. I'm not a gold bro. I'm down to look at it, though. I'm down to look at this. This sounds like fun. Let's go in trading view. I just went to the gym and just got back, so I'm like dead inside. Low key. Oh my god, but gold is so beautiful. Are people flooding gold? Are people genuinely like, is this the thing people do? Like, I know the TA, like this is so sexy. What is this? It's like bouncing. Look at this. Look at this. It hits the SMA and just bounces right back. It doesn't give a fuck. This is amazing. Yeah, it's hard to be bearish on commodities right now. Nah. I do fundamental analysis, and if I don't know enough about something, I'm not going to bother commenting on that. Like, I don't know enough about gold. Personally, I'm invested into the S&P 500. I'm invested into, like index funds, boring stuff, and of course crypto, like tons of crypto. I'm like 95% of my net worth is in crypto right now. So if you guys are hurting, trust me, I feel it. But a lot of it's in majors these days. Like they're up a lot already, so you can't really feel too bad about it. I have a big plan this year myself. I'm going to be cutting expenses like crazy and just going on a generational crypto arc. Sell, baby. So I actually, on my latest video, let's see if I can get to it in time. So on my latest video, I did exactly that. Like I literally told everybody that. I know you guys just think I'm just a maxi, and I kind of am a crypto maxi. But when I saw the Iran news, I was kind of bear, low key short-term bear. So I closed all of our longs. Like we were up already on our longs, and I'm not going to be holding through this. I don't care what comes on FOMC minutes. Like when you have global politics news like that, not good. The gold online at the announcement, I'm down for that. That sounds like fun. I'm very keen to see what happens here, though. I figured it would be a bullish thing, right? Like they're going to talk about rate cuts. They're going to talk about their voting decision. They're going to talk about like that they're going to be leading into future cuts. Is what I assume. But also that's like you got Daddy Powell that's still on board, so he's pretty hawkish right now. So he might flood the markets. What do you guys think? Do you think the market's going to move up or down here? I'm very keen on figuring that out. I'm going to actually start a poll. Why don't we start a poll here? And maybe I will have the futures account open just in case we get something that is like overwhelmingly shocking, and I will trade it. But right now, all we have is we still have the HBAR long open. That's what we have right now. We have the HBAR long open right now, but everything else. didn't hold the 71,000 resistance level that we really desperately needed to break through. Had we broken that by Tuesday open, I think we would be looking at an 80K Bitcoin right now. But because we didn't get that, I'm actually kind of short-term bearish on Bitcoin. It looks like it wants to retouch the 58K lows. And I don't know if I like that, but I do already have stables ready for, like, if this does happen, I will aggressively buy into 54 to 58. I highly doubt that we'll go lower than that. Like, if we go lower than that, I don't even know what to say. It just doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense. Just it would be worse than pretty much any other bear. It would break the pattern of diminishing returns. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to be buying into 54 to 58 if we hit that. I think that a retouch of that would just be exactly what I need. Exactly what I need for an up only market. F. Yeah, that does feel like an F, dude. You know, you guys, I get it. Like, you watch XRP and the Bitcoin stuff, right? I hold a lot of Bitcoin. I actually hold more Bitcoin than I do XRP. Like a lot more Bitcoin than I hold XRP. Bitcoin's like my biggest bag these days. So we're just playing the game. We're just playing the game. But I kind of agree with this. No hype. I kind of agree with this. I think we're going to get like a little bit of a bounce and then we're going to go down. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Where am I from? I'm born and raised in the US. I'm a God-fearing American. So yeah, no, I've been in America my entire life, pretty much. I don't know if that'll persist forever. I am a crypto bro at the end of the day, right? Like, I do have a remote job, so I've been kind of exploring the thought of doing like a nomad lifestyle, which, you know, could be interesting. So maybe that's something I'll be exploring. But isn't this a sexy chart? Isn't this such a sexy chart? The gold chart. You know how aggressively China's been buying gold lately? They've been buying gold and they're just so like, they need their little gold. China has so much gold now. The reserves are insane, but the US, I'm pretty sure, holds way more, right? So yeah, US gold reserves last is apparently 8,000 tons of gold. 8,000 tons of gold. And then China has apparently, this is 25, so I'm assuming this number is bigger now. 2,300 tons of gold. They're buying so much gold. It's insane. What do I think about Trump? You guys ever like see one of those YouTubers that fall off? So the first thing that they end up doing is becoming a political channel. Like one of those celebrities that they just have no place to be having a political take. They just gotta have a take. I feel like I'm not there yet. I don't think I've fallen off enough, and I feel very happy with the amount of income that I have. So I would refrain from becoming a political streamer. I will refrain from that. But if I ever fall hard enough to where I desperately need views, I will talk about Trump and I'll talk about Kamala and Gavin Newsom. Luckily we're not there. Thank God. Thank God we don't have to talk about that on a YouTube channel. Could you imagine you're just like casually hearing about someone doing their aloe buys? They just bought some aloe, they bought some jewelry, and then they just have to drop a political take in between because they need the views desperately. Hopefully we don't get there. Hey, listen, if Bitcoin goes down to like 20K, you might be seeing some takes. But for now, we're good. He has big manipulation crypto. Oh, well, yeah, of course. But that's like saying China's not manipulating the price of gold. We all know that China's manipulating the price of gold, just like a bunch of different countries are. And there's tons of corruption all over the markets. Like, the one thing that I've learned from doing this thing full time since 2021, I mean, think about it. Like, I don't do anything but get up and look at this chart all day, practically, and then make content about it. And trade it. I'm like obsessed with this. I have a chronic addiction. It's like a gambling addiction at this point. But the one thing I've learned is that there's so much corruption. There's so much stuff that we'll never understand, that like as a creator, as someone that's been able to like be somewhat, like, I've penetrated a little bit into the industry. I've learned kind of like how the exchanges work, and I've learned how some of the key players work. And, you know, I've gotten information on, you know, when Trump launched his coin, what's the alpha on this? What's an expose? I've looked into the blockchain. I have Arkham intelligence. Like, you kind of learn things before others, but it's just, you get over it after a while. You just get over it. There's too much garbage. It's kind of like if you try to do everything ethically in life, no matter what you do, the money that you're receiving at some point or another was probably used for something bad. Like, is all the money in crypto clean? Obviously not. Is all the money in the stock market clean? Obviously not. So can I really complain? I don't know. I just got to trade for what it is. How's Bitcoin? Well, it's not looking very good right now, if I'm completely honest. I think a 1 minute chart would be very exciting to look at. We still have a long and HBAR open because the idea was that this thing was practically pegged to 10 cents, and it does look like it's kind of coming back to 10 cents. But everything else I closed. Like, I closed the XRP long. I closed the Bitcoin long. I have like no longs open right now. This is just a small account that we have here, but like we have nothing open right now because the FOMC meets is going to be a big thing. This is also a big thing that I'm monitoring. US strikes Iran. That's a genuine, like a real prediction market. You think gold will sell? I'm not confident on that analysis. I think gold is pretty strong. I'm not sell bias on gold. Where can I watch FOMC minutes? It's not a live meeting, but they do publish it on the official Federal Reserve gov. Like if you go to federalreserve.gov, they're going to publish it at 2 p.m. So you're going to be able to get it there. But this is like FOMC is FOMC and FOMC minutes, you know, it's 2 p.m. You get it 3 weeks later. Good afternoon. Well, it is 1:50 p.m. right now. We are in the East Coast, which I would say is the best time zone on the planet when it comes to financial markets. You're going to sell? Well, fair. Honestly, I don't, I have a negative bias short term in the crypto markets, and I have a long-term long bias. So that's where I'm at. That's why I close all of our longs. You know, I'm like, I don't want to short. I don't short. The problem is, okay, I get it. I should probably short right now, but I just don't short because I don't make money shorting. I don't make money shorting. I have like, it's like voodoo. It's like a spiritual voodoo. I don't short. It's like I don't trade meme coins because I can't make money on meme coins. It's the same exact rule. What are you bringing? Oh my God. That looks so good. I'm becoming an it girl. Is that what it's called? The it girl? Is it, what's the Starbucks thing? What's the Starbucks thing? Starbucks girl? A white girl? Starbucks white girl?
Yeah, that's
The stereotype? Pumpkin spice?
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pumpkin spice, it's just a normal latte.
I mean, it tastes really good.
Collagen peptide.
Yeah, so what we've been doing lately is we add a little bit of milk to the lattes, and we add a scoop of protein. And collagen peptide.
Yeah, protein.
Why are you guys so bearish on gold? Why is everyone saying, no, it's not Starbucks? She makes the coffee. We have like an expensive coffee machine. We decided that we would save money in the long term by actually going ahead and getting a coffee machine for ourselves. Healthy things. Are you guys actually selling into gold though? Like, is this serious? Why are you selling into gold? What's the logic here? How does gold not look like it's like giga ready to keep going up? How does this not look like a bull flag into consolidation into another breakout? Like, tell me, how does this not look like that? Like, I get it. It's had a big run this year, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to keep running. Can you test? Yeah, of course you can test. You can have some if you want. Yeah, I've been testing a lot of coffee. So we have it's like an $800 machine. It's like an espresso latte maker. I don't know. I just press the button and it kind of makes it for me. Gold gonna always trick or manipulate you, but that's Bitcoin. Isn't crypto the highest leverage market on the planet? So which alts are you selling? If you have 3 of them, what are your 3 picks on the most bearish alts? So I think, okay, I think the first alt is World Liberty Finance. If you're shorting, World Liberty Finance just had their big event. They're having it right now today in Mar-a-Lago. And people are going to FUD the US narrative, in my opinion. So that's a pretty easy short, right? They already had this correction right here. Do I trade gold often? No, I don't. I trade crypto. I tried to buy an espresso machine to save money. I mean, even if you're a coffee elitist, eventually you... Banana bread. She made that. It's not Starbucks. Super cool. I don't know how she made it, but she's like a Minecraft a Minecraft villager. She just makes
It
things.
has chocolate chips, pumpkin
You're so excited.
walnuts,
Well, it looks really good.
maple syrup, honey. I mean, no, not honey.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. I love it.
No, she's amazing, dude. She's amazing. Listen, we held the dip and now it's paying off. All right, we got about 5 minutes before the Fed Reserve thing goes up. Dream wife, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in such an interesting point in my life because if you guys, probably a lot of you guys are new, right? If you guys were watching the channel back in 2025 and 2024, like a lot of us made generational crypto wealth. Like we made enough money in crypto. I didn't make maybe as much money as I thought I was going to make. And I think we're all kind of in that same bandwagon, but I made a lot. Like I made a lot. Like my tax bill this year is going to be pretty big, which is a blessing and a curse. So I stopped making videos as much. I kind of just quit practically. And then I just came back recently because I was like, the one thing that I know I can do for the next, I don't know, 10, 20 years is adopt AI. What's the time in the US? It's 1:54. So in 5 minutes, the FOMC minutes are going to come up. The one thing that I kind of like know I do really well is this crypto thing. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not just keep doing it? And the content thing is huge for leverage. If you guys are into becoming a content creator on YouTube, like I would heavily suggest it. This is a golden opportunity for a lot of people because a lot of people became bearish in crypto and they moved on to other things. And now there's just a huge void, a massive void in content. There's not a lot of people making content these days. Not a lot of people making content, especially full-time. Not a lot of people. Ondo, I'm not very bullish on Ondo. I feel like Ondo kind of lost its advantage. It's kind of lost its advantage. It's one of those cryptocurrencies. I mean, it had a great run. Just it's kind of lost the why, you know, the why on Ondo has kind of gone and went. Tokenization is going to be a big thing, but they're just going to happen on other chains. And like BlackRock is going to choose other chains as well. And other money, like for example, Arcam, they introduced the BlackRock money market fund on HBAR. And like anybody could do that. Anybody could do that. Buy or sell. I'm right now I'm sell bias. I'm for sure sell bias. Honestly, not too often. I prefer cryptocurrency and that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Crypto's like, because crypto's easier. I tried. Okay. So when I was first getting into investing, this was in the pandemic. Well, actually, no, I got into it before because of my brother, because he was experimenting with penny stocks. But I mean, dude, he got destroyed with penny stocks. But I tried the Forex thing. You're new in Forex? Oh, I hate Forex. Dude, I hate Forex. I don't know how you guys do the Forex thing. I do not know how you guys do the Forex thing. The pips thing, it's that you talk about crypto being manipulated, do Forex. To do FOMC. Maybe we can look at CNBC or something. Maybe they have FOMC minutes live. But I'm pretty sure everybody gets it from the same place. Should we open something? Maybe. I'll see how the market goes, but I feel like it's gambling practically. I have negative bias in crypto and I have positive bias on gold though. I think gold's going to go up here. We got 3 minutes left. You're 26? Dude, you're a baby. I'm turning 26 this year too, okay? I when I first got into crypto, I was 20. Like, dude, you're a baby. You know the average person in this audience right now? I can show you the demographics. The average person here is like 40. If you're 40 right now, you're like the average age. You're not old either. People are getting older these days. People are living longer. You're a baby. You'll get there. Don't worry about it. It comes to you. Open gold, I think it's, dude, I'll fucking open a gold trade. Pretty sure these guys also offer gold. I'll fucking open a gold long. Yeah, these guys have gold. They literally have gold. DGen. 64,000 buy zone. Yeah, I don't know about that. I say we open. I'm going to open. Let's have some fun. Let's see. Nothing too big. Okay. Am I an XRP holder? Yes, I am, sir. And I'm up a lot on my XRP. I hope you're holding XRP. Don't do it. I don't know, dude. I don't think I'm going to get fucking filled either, but it's fine. If I get filled, I get filled. If I don't get filled, it is what it is. All right, I got a 1 minute until this goes live. Come on, come on, come on. Let me refresh these guys. See if anybody's found it. Okay. All right, boys. Here we go. Give me that wick. Let me get filled first. Yo, imagine if this just moons. That'd be hilarious, dude. The spread's pretty wide here on this market. All right, it's 2 p.m., my friends. It is 2 p.m. Where do you watch this thing? This guy hasn't opened it up. You guys imagine this thing just moons and I never get filled? That would be hilarious. All right, transcripts. It's 12:30 in the morning in India. Oh, God. I don't think I'm going to get filled. I don't think I'm fucking getting filled here. God damn it. Get me in. I'm not going to buy higher. Fed. I guess we're just still waiting. 2/18. Meeting of January 12th. We are pumping a little bit here, though. Some of you predicted a pump into a dump, so maybe you're onto something, but I figured we would go up here. Meeting prep. We have posted the minutes from the FOMC meeting. Okay, this is officially Federal Reserve. Okay, I just got this. This is fresh. You just got this first. All right. The minutes can be viewed. Release the minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee that was held. The meetings. Board's website. Here it is. That was you? Are you gonna fill this as soon as the candles go red? Nah, it's all right. I'm not forcing anything. All right. So joint meeting was held. Okay. Skim. By unanimous vote. The following officers were selected to serve. Okay. I'm skimming through it so we can get through it as fast as possible. I wonder if I could. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Can I tell the AI to do this? Oh, wait. Dissect this PDF and tell me the most important points for the market move. Wait, I'm just gonna ask the AI. Wait, what if Claude tells me? I don't even need to read this. I haven't tried this. I've never tried this. I mess around with YouTube videos, but I never try it with this. This could be interesting. Okay, let's see what the AI is saying. I'll share it with you guys. So here are the most important market moving takeaways. Rates on hold, hawkish lean. The Fed held the federal funds rate with only 2 dissents who wanted to cut. The majority felt policy was within the range of neutral. Okay. After last year's 75 BPS cut, meaning the bar for further cuts is higher. Okay. This is the most bearish signal for crypto bulls hoping for rate cuts. Most participants warn that progress toward 2% could be slower and more uneven than generally expected. Several mentioned business contacts planning to raise prices. Okay. Due to tariff costs. Some even floated the idea of a two-sided description, leaving the door open to rate hikes. Yeah, my ass. No way. Oh no, listen, clean. We're not looking to see if we're getting rate cuts today. That's not what this is. Fed minutes are not like they're not the thing that tells you whether or not we're having rate cuts, because they just tell you what people were thinking while they were doing the rate cuts, right? Did I not say gold was gonna go up though? I never got filled, so I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna cancel this order. But I never got filled. I got schemazed, but I told you guys it was gonna go up. But this isn't the big move. The big move is on FOMC, like the real FOMC meeting. This is just the FOMC minutes meeting. This happens 3 weeks after the FOMC meeting. It just tells you what like they were thinking. This kind of tells you what might happen next time a rate cut decision comes. That's what we're looking at right now. So that's why we see like smaller moves. So labor market stabilizing, unemployment held at 4.4. Fed sees labor market risk as having diminished. Okay, so pretty bearish. Tariff inflation is real but temporary, they hope. The Fed attributed elevated core goods inflation largely to tariffs, but expects that pressure to wane starting around the middle of this year. Oh, it's a key assumption. If tariffs persist or escalate, their inflation outlook falls apart. Interesting. The economy's solid, AI boom noted. Real GDP growth is expected to outpace potential through 2028. Okay. Strong AI-related investment and productivity gains are cited as tailwinds. Equity markets were up 3%. Yeah, what's going on with SPY? Honestly, I mean, there was a little bit of a correction. I think they're fine. I don't think they really care. It's looking pretty good. So the dollar depreciated notably after the Feds. Look at this though. Like, you know how much time I just saved you guys by just putting this AI report up here? It's crazy. The dollar depreciated notably after the Fed's New York desk made rate checks on the... I should put this. I'm going to tweet this out. This is like, you save so much time. Yeah, just get it out. Boom, 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 boom. Huge. All right, so market implication. The overall tone is neutral to hawkish, which is bearish. No cuts are coming soon, and the next move could genuinely go either way. Remember, even if they kick Powell out, you still have to deal with everybody else on the board. So if they're feeling hawkish, you know, it is what it is. We're probably not getting a cut next meeting. I don't think we're getting a cut. Markets were already pricing only 1 to 2 cuts for the year, and these minutes don't change that. For XRP and HBAR, the key thing to watch is whether tariff inflation keeps cooling, which is bullish, or surprises to the upside, delay any rate cuts. The solid economy and AI investment theme is a modest tailwind for sentiment, but don't expect a liquidity-driven crypto pump from Fed policy anytime soon. Okay, that's fair. The tariff decision from the Supreme Court is on Friday. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I mean, I've been kind of brain rotting and looking at Polymarket for that. And I don't think they're going to side with Trump on the tariff stuff. I don't think they are. It's been flipping all over the place. I mean, look at how trash these odds are right now. 26% chance they rule in favor of Trump's tariffs. Like, they're definitely not going to rule for it. And it's no way. There's no way. How's gold doing? For all my gold bears. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Hey, if you guys are trading on Forex with the way that pip system works, you guys are probably making bank right now. But the amount of leverage you guys are taking by doing Forex is nuts. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I would never do it. I'm a crypto bro. Guys, I'm a crypto bro and I wouldn't do Forex. Crypto bro doesn't want to do Forex. Crypto bro. Crypto bro would rather be in the stock market and expose himself with altcoins than do some Forex. I feel like I've been scarred by the markets. I will never look at them. Never look at them again. Never. I do have exposure to gold technically. Technically, my wedding ring is gold. It's pure gold. Well, it's not pure gold. You can't do that. It's bad for rings. But hey, you always got exposure somewhere. We're pumping, my friends. Pump it. Pump it. Everyone was hating on it. Everyone hated on the take. Oh, but Jesus, it's going to dump. It's going to dump. Right. Okay, buddy. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's how that works. Sooner or later. Okay, cool. It's a manipulated market. Yeah, no, duh. It's a manipulated market. It's always a manipulated market. I think these are fun though. We look at these times where the market's actually beginning to move and we live stream it. That's fun. That for me is fun. And I usually do this anyway. So I'm like, might as well live stream it. We got 71 people on here, which I appreciate you guys. That's a lot. Normally, listen, back in the day, I might have had 1,000 people, but 71 right now, gotta appreciate that. 49.65. And then what's happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's okay, it's recovering. Just looks so bearish. Looks so bad. I feel like we need to retouch the lows. I don't know why. I'm feeling it. I feel it in my belly. I feel it in my soul. I'm down to go through this real quick. I'll skim through it so I don't waste your time. So the manager turned to first to an overview of broad market development. Indicated 1 to 2 25 basis point rate cuts this year. Okay. We're gonna get rate cuts later in the year. They keep saying it. They're indicating 1 to 2 25 basis point rate cuts this year. And the median model path of the federal funds rate, as given in the dust survey, continued to indicate expectations of 2 25 basis point rate cuts this year. So we're expecting 2 cuts. More than likely, that's what's going to happen here. Now, from what I've seen on Polymarket, have they already? Yeah, they already announced it. They already announced it. So meeting minutes are based on the last 3 weeks. So 3 weeks ago, they had an FOMC meet, and that was the big rate cut, right? That's when they announced that they weren't going to do anything. But right now, during FOMC minutes, that's when they tell you what went into their decision-making process. So it kind of tells you what might happen next time around. That's why people like looking at FOMC minutes. It gives you kind of like the justification for why they did what they did. So yeah, they already announced it. Sideways. I actually agree with this take. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Like I like that take. I would even say that like we probably have already bottomed. If we might retouch the bottom, but I have a feeling we've already bottomed practically, and it's just going to be really boring for a while. The Dems are going to take over. Like there's too much FUD in the market right now. Way too much FUD in the market. So it's going to be real boring for a while. But I assume Q3 and Q4 are going to be very bullish. I have no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The economy just they need it to go up only. At least until we have these cuts. These cuts are going to be what starts moving things again. We need sentiment to flip. Hopefully the Clarity Act too. That would be nice. I don't have a lot of hope for the Clarity Act, but hopefully that comes. Board means opportunity. Oh, 100%. I'm very bullish on that. If you don't think I'm DCAing right now, you're crazy. You are crazy. If you don't think I'm DCAing right now. Of course I am. That's how I made all my money last cycle. I guess we'll call it last cycle at this point. I just bought the lows in 2022. You guys, did you know that my average in HBAR is like 5 cents right now? It's like 5 cents. No, Powell's not speaking right now. Nah, he's not going to be speaking right now. Let me peep real quick. Boop, 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 boop. I don't think he speaks today. I'm making sure for you right now, but I don't think he does. No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. No scheduled speeches. Yeah, I think you're good with the whole speech thing. The big event was this. Exactly what you're looking at right now. This was the event. What happens to the gold? What do you mean what happens to gold? The market's just signaled that it's going to be pretty hawkish for the next 2 months. The only thing interesting in the market right now is gold. What else is interesting right now? Well, it's only gold. That's why gold keeps running. It needs to flip at some point, and at some point it will flip, and gold's going to be the most boring asset in the world again. But until that happens, everybody's going to keep trading gold. That's what's going to happen. He's not going to be speaking. This is it. What you're looking at right now is it. That's all that's going to happen. But that's why gold keeps rising, because it's the only interesting thing right now. People go to whatever's most efficient. If this is a market that's pumping, it's going to keep pumping. Reason Bitcoin keeps doing well randomly is because it becomes the most interesting thing for the time. So it's all narratives. This world runs on narratives. People overcomplicate it. They overcomplicate things. It's all stories. You're all being fed stories. We're all being fed stories. So you just need to see when the story hits you, when the narrative is interesting for you. This asset hasn't moved in, 20 years? Practically. Hits new highs, is skyrocketing. China's buying a bunch of it. There's a premium. It's interesting. People buy it. People buy it. I'm not bearish on it. I don't care what people say. I don't care how much it's run. I'm not bearish on it. And I'll be the first one to say it. Manager turned next to Treasury market developments. Let's see what else I can find here. Treasury yields were a little changed. Okay, that's fine. The curve steepened slightly. That's fine. See, it's just boring. Model-based measures of short-term inflation expectations decline. Yeah, that's based on tariffs. Tariff news. If the tariff news gets better, that will be bullish for us. Treasury market continued to function well amid low volatility. Okay. Hasn't China been getting rid of a bunch of treasuries lately? Isn't the Cayman like one of our biggest holders now? Treasury market continued to function well. Okay. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac may increase their mortgage investment portfolios. Was followed by a notable decline in mortgage-backed securities. Yeah, I mean, houses just keep going up. Manager moved to discussion of equity prices. The larger technology companies continue to underperform as investors remain focused on their elevated valuations. Yeah, right. Excluding those companies, if you guys aren't using AI, you're so behind. It's insane. The technology, like, it blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. I use AI in so many parts of my trading journey at this point. I don't use it directly to trade for me. I think the guys doing that, you're a little too far into the future. Like maybe in a couple years, but like AI bots, But using AI to help you get source information faster and give you key levels, yeah, 100%. Go for it. Using AI to trade for you, one mistake and it just blows your entire port. So, yeah, I'm good. Regarding international developments, private sector's consensus forecast continued to call for dollar's appreciation this year. No, Powell's not going to be speaking today. If you guys are here for Powell speaking, he's not going to be speaking today. So don't go to any live stream. He's not speaking today. The extent of expected depreciation had moderated in light of continued improvement in the expected growth of the U.S. economy. Okay, that's good. The days leading up to the meeting, the dollar had depreciated after reports that the desk had made requests for indicative quotes known as rate checks. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Indicated that the real GDP continued to expand in 2025 at a rate slightly below its 2024 pace. Labor market, that's a big one. People are very bearish on the labor market right now. Labor market conditions showed signs of stabilizing following a period of gradual cooling. Consumer price inflation remains somewhat elevated. Well, you should have bought gold when I said to buy gold. I mean, at this point, I'm not going to tell you guys to buy gold. The unemployment rate was 4.4%. Total consumer price inflation as measured by the 12-month change in the price index was 2.8%, a little higher than its year earlier pace of 2.6%. Okay. Fair enough. Everything else is kind of useless. So what did we get from this? So pretty much we got confirmation that it's going to be boring for like 6 months. That's what we got. Honestly, like the only thing I took from this is that the markets are going to be giga boring for like 6 months. That's all I took from this. So whatever is working right now, this is the thing that I want to tell you. Whatever is working right now will continue to work, because when things are boring, people will always go to whatever's working. Whatever's interesting, they'll go to it. So like gold is going to keep doing well. Bitcoin's going to be giga boring. Stocks are going to hit new all-time highs before Q3 because they're just the thing that's working. And the things that aren't working are just going to do worse and worse and worse and worse. So the alts are just going to keep bleeding. How do you trade when there's almost no volume? Well, what do you mean there's no volume? There's plenty of volume in the markets. What do you mean there's no volume? What market are you looking at? There's like billions of dollars worth of volume. There's a cut, no cut, no cut. Always a good time. What do you think the chances next time? I think the chances next time are 0%. 0%. I'm not expecting a cut next time. Don't get excited. I'm going to stream it. I'll stream it. But I don't think there's a chance that we're going to get it. People are still going to want to watch it, so I'll stream it. But I don't think there's a chance. Like, unless something extreme happens by then, I don't even know what would have to happen for that to happen. I don't even want to think about it. I don't think it's happening. I don't think there's a shot. Unless we get a huge collapse in the stock market, like, it's not going to happen. In crypto, well, yeah, but also, you know, like, we opened some longs here on this port, and like, I mean, this one's up 46%. It's only a 5x long. So, you know, things aren't moving too crazy in crypto, but they're doing their thing. Like, there are alts that are outperforming other alts. Like, for example, you know, you look at, for the guys that like to hate on XRP, like, you look at this and it's looking pretty good for XRP BTC chart. Like, it's been outperforming Bitcoin since the Trump inauguration. It's just been outperforming. So anytime we get a move on Bitcoin, it just keeps going up and up and up. And so that's just been happening for the past couple months. But yeah, it's very boring. I will agree with you. You know, I used to trade every single day during the bull. Like, every single day I was doing something. Like, I would do multiple trades. I would yield farm. I would go into the I would go into GMGN and scan for pairs, and then I would go to like Ethos and then farm XP there, and then I would get into an early stage round. And I was doing so much during the bull. I'm not doing like anything right now other than just waiting and holding. I don't think there's any more news today that will affect the gold market. At least like that will actually like move the needle. This is it. What you just experienced is it. Like, anything else will be Anything else won't matter. It won't matter relative. It just won't matter. So, I mean, you can go to sleep if you want, if that's what you're asking me. What you're asking me is, can I go to sleep? Yeah, you could go to sleep. That's fair enough. When do you think we'll see XRP at $1.50? Didn't we see it at $1.50 yesterday? So my take on XRP is, okay, so I am obviously bullish on XRP. Now, I did make a video today talking about literally this. Like, I was anticipating this. I was talking about the fact that I was expecting a market correction. You know, it had broken above its range, but it only broke it during Korean trading hours, which Korean trading hours are heavily manipulated, very heavily manipulated. And so I don't trust it. You can't trust it at all. And so unless Bitcoin goes, you know, above 71,000 and holds it, we haven't broken the current trend that we have. And the trend that we have sucks. It just keeps going down. So we're not bullish right now. We are not bullish. We're long-term bullish, but we're not bullish right now. So I would say we have to see what happens when XRP goes to $1.37, because it's practically programmed that it's going to retouch its low. Is it going to go back to $1.13? That's the big question. Right now, it looks like it's going to retouch $1.37. So I would wait until, if you're going to open anything new, wait until $1.37 and then move forward from there. If it bounces, we're happy. If it doesn't bounce, then, well, it's going to get worse before it gets better. It might be time to buy the dip. I'm new at leverage trading. Should I do gold and stocks instead of crypto? Well, it depends. It really depends. I would tell you, okay, the best time to learn is not now. This is a terrible time to learn how to trade. This is such a bad time to learn how to trade, because the market doesn't have a bias. The market's on hard mode right now. It doesn't know where it wants to go. When you're in a bull market, even if you're bearish, you know it's going to go up eventually. Like, you don't have any doubt in you. If you long, eventually you're going to be up. So I would say refrain from leverage trading right now. Don't do the leverage trade thing. Buy spot, be boring. And when the market picks a direction, like if you know the market for sure is cooked and it's like idiot proof, yeah, go for it. Do it. When is the best time to get a divorce? Depends, man. I mean, you got to think about like, you know how you close a trade and then you're done with it and you move past it. You got to think the same thing about your relationship. Is it worth holding? If it is, just keep going. Hold the fucking door. Hold the fucking door. Be that nice guy. Dude, my wife has supported me since I was a League of Legends addict. I will tell you guys, I used to be challenger in League of Legends. And part of being challenger in League of Legends, before you guys think it's a flex, I didn't shower. Like I was stinky. I was bad. I was 17 years old, stinky as hell. And I had no life skills. I had nothing. And she bought the dip. Let's just say that. She fucking bought the dip and held. She fucking bought the hell out of that dip. And, paid off for all of us. They got it with the right way. So sometimes you got to buy the dip and hold. That's actually pretty likely. Yeah, Ethereum sucks right now. What's wrong with Ethereum? I'm not an ETH buyer at these levels, by the way. I'm not buying ETH at 1900. I've started buying stocks 2 hours ago. Like, are you talking about this is the first time you've ever bought stocks? Or are you talking about like, I've been buying other stuff and I'm getting into stocks and I already have a bunch of money? That will affect my decision-making process here. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so cool. Yeah. Well, thank God you got into it, because I feel like if you don't get into trading stocks or getting into just being a person that's in equity markets, like you're cooked. There's no way you're not cooked. If you want a reason to put more money into the stock market, just look at the dollar strength over the past 10 years. Like, that's going to make you a huge buyer of stocks. Powell's not talking today. Yeah, I know. I would say keep it easy. Keep it simple. Like if you're new, like if you started 2 hours ago and you don't understand what you're doing, I'm not going to tell you anything magical. That's going to be like, you might go to a channel and they sell a course. If you see a guy that's selling a course, run away, because he's probably just trying to sell you something and he's just selling whatever he's holding. Just buy something simple like the QQQ or SPY. Those are two index funds. The SPY, it tracks the top 500 companies. QQQ, like you said, it does tech. Just do that for a while, see how it goes for a couple months. And then as you learn, genuinely take the time to learn about these new industries, then you look into investing into them. But, like when you're first getting started, the easier you can make it for yourself, the better. Like if somebody's getting new into crypto, I'm not going to tell them to buy XRP or HBAR or any of the stuff that I hold. I would tell them buy Bitcoin. Like buy Bitcoin, see how it goes. If it goes well for you after a couple months, if you learn something after a couple months, then boom. You clearly have the principles to get into riskier stuff. But until you've learned, there's no reason to do anything risky. Because the way I see it, you need to understand humans live for a long time. We live for a long time and we learn a lot over time. You're going to get to a point where you're going to get it. And most of the time when you actually understand what's going on in equity markets, you're going to kind of learn that the best way of playing it is by playing it safe. Like the ultimate crypto bro, how do I say it? The progression curve as a crypto bro follows this. When you first get into crypto, you get into meme coins and you get into trash and you will get scammed and you will lose all of your money. Typically speaking, everybody loses their money when they get into crypto because they get into trash. Like they're not buying Bitcoin. And then eventually they will get scammed so many times that they'll decide to buy Bitcoin. And then, they'll hold Bitcoin and then they might dip a little bit back into the meme coins after they make some money on Bitcoin, lose that money again. And eventually, like you kind of return to the median, you kind of realize that if I get a 10% return every year, or maybe I get a 20 or a 30% return, or with Bitcoin, it's been like 40 to 50% every year. That is a lot of money. And the main skill issue that we have as humans is we just need to make more money and cut on expenses. You make more money, cut on expenses, and give it enough time. And like, I get it's boring, but consistency is the number one thing that you can do. I had the same problem with my YouTube channel where like I was constantly switching things all the time. And then when I started just doing the same thing over and over, I saw a lot of success. Like I was able to build $1 million business over the past like 4 years because of the fact that I just stuck to it. And a lot of people will be like, oh, but you need to go, you need to chase the numbers. You need to chase the numbers. And no, like You need to chase just doing things the right way. You learn things, as long as you learn one thing every single day. I mean, that's 365 things in a year. You learn so much in a year. But yeah, no, I would say your highest leverage things are just keep it simple. Don't listen to anyone. Keep it very simple, please. Like, do something small, learn. And then as you become more knowledgeable, then you could take more risk and you could do more things. But you'll always understand. And like 2 years from now, you can come back here and be like, oh, well, you were kind of right, Jesus. That makes a lot of sense. You'll kind of understand you never needed to take that risk in the first place. You would have been better off just keeping it simple. What is the S&P 500 is up like 70% the past couple of years. Yeah, literally. The past 5 years, it's up 76%. That's not even counting 2020. It's up 76%. That's the S&P 500. Like, most things are not up 76%. And a fun fact for you, a majority of hedge funds do not outperform the S&P 500. Like, most of the big boy funds don't outperform the S&P 500 because, well, the big boys tend to just keep doing well. That's like when people ask me about gold and they're like, oh, well, why would you be bullish on gold right now? Well, it's because gold's been the interesting thing. It is the narrative driver. It's a massive asset. And yes, it can double in size from here. Is it likely to happen this year? Hell no. I don't think it's going to happen this year. But it's probably going to happen at some point. And if you start buying, I don't know, platinum and all these other more speculative assets like copper, uranium, people are buying uranium right now. Like, are you going to be up right now? I don't know. That's a lot more of a gamble than buying gold. The same can be said with Bitcoin. And the reason that we would buy something like, the only reason I talk about XRP is it's not because of those YouTubers that they like to yap about the fact that the coin is going to go to $10,000 per coin and this and that and how the Fed is going to be magically buying it. It's the most ridiculous narrative. The reason I talk about it is because of this chart, because it just makes sense, because it's been outperforming in the crypto industry for a very long time. Since the Trump inauguration, XRP has been statistically outperforming Bitcoin. So if I'm bullish on Bitcoin, then why in the world would I be bearish on XRP? And then the same logic is like, why would people buy into something? Okay, well, if I am in the stock market and I'm investing into, example, something called penny stocks, right? That penny stocks are like, if you see someone talking about penny stocks, if you see a YouTuber talking about it, except me, you can give me a little bit of a pass here. Immediately unsubscribe and throw your laptop across the room just as hard as you can. Hopefully it breaks the screen and you never see penny stocks again, because they're just scams. Biotech, all that trash is just a bunch of scams that these little stupid stock communities pump and dump all the time. Don't do that. And you're going to learn, well, it's the same thing as these smaller market cap altcoins. It's the same thing as so many examples. But if you just go for the things that are outperforming the market, like, you're just going to do well. The things that the first mover's advantage is enormous. Like, the leader tends to continue to be the leader unless something, drastic happens. You're Iranian? I mean, that's fine. There's plenty of Iranian people in the United States. Mid-2025 was my first year in investing. Look at that. Alan's got it. He's got it in his head. Don't complicate it. You got it. You got three solid picks. QQQ, VOO, solid picks. All solid picks. He's up 11%. I mean, think about it. Your dollar probably fell like 10% this year. So you're really not up that much. But still, compared to most people, you're up a lot. You're up a lot because most people don't invest. Most people are not as well off as they make themselves out to be. This is something I want you to learn. I'm 25 and I get it. I'm probably a little young for this take. But what I've learned over the past couple of years, being a crypto bro, how the whole dream is like, get a Lambo and go, I don't know, what do crypto bros do? Get Lambos and go to Dubai or some garbage. Well, I've been to all those events and I know a lot of those guys are struggling right now. And you look at their feeds and they just act like they're flexing all the time. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You're using every check to flex on people because you want to make people online happy. Who cares? Who cares if people online are happy? People online, it's just all false. Social media is just filled with lies. So it's just filled with plenty of lies. You're doing a lot better than most people by getting into the stock market and doing absolutely anything. Absolutely anything. If you're not in debt, you're doing a phenomenal job right now, because most people are in tons of debt. Most people will go $2,000 in debt just to go to Disney. So, I mean, I can rant all day about this. Because so many people just go and they think that, like, They're doing so poorly. I don't care if you're freaking like 45 years old and you haven't put $1 in the stock market. I know a lot of people that are 45 years old. I even know family members that are absolutely like, I don't even know how they're going to retire. I might have to be the guy to help them. But it's like, a lot of people are not as well off as they make themselves out to be. Social media is just a huge lie. The best thing you could do for yourself is stay off social media for as long as possible and focus on yourself. Because, you taking the time to learn now is absolutely enormous. Don't get into any of those paid groups. Don't get into anything. Just start small and learn through time. Be patient. Just be very patient. Don't listen to all the fluff, the garbage that people say. And it's going to be frustrating because you're going to want to do more than the bare minimum. But a lot of the time, the bare minimum is all you need. My mom was an Eskimo and my father was Chinese. I've heard from communities that apparently Eskimo is like a derogatory term for, what is it, Inuits? I believe it's Inuits. I learned that when the Greenland FUD was happening. Is that true? So my family is Cuban. So I'm Cuban. I mean, I was born and raised in the US. So technically, I'm American, right? I was like born here and everything. But I'm the first of my family to be born here. I'm the only one in my entire family. Honestly, it's an honor because had they stayed in Cuba, I fear for how my life would have been. It would have been awful, absolutely terrible. That's why, like, I get it, guys. Like, there's a lot of rough stuff happening in the world, and we have to be grateful for what we have. The fact that we can even invest into anything, honestly, is a huge privilege. It's a massive privilege. You have an identity crisis. Well, that's great. Don't we all have identity crisis? Is there an important press conference happening right now? No. I would be live streaming it. I promise you I'd be live streaming it. So all that happened right now, and this is the title of the live stream, is FOMC minutes. So FOMC minutes, it happened at 2 p.m., so it's been 35 minutes. We already went over all of this. If you would like to pause the live stream, here is the tab on the TLDR of everything that happened during FOMC minutes. If you want to pause right here, it's okay if you leave. I understand. You just want to come for that FOMC minutes. You can pause right here and you'll get a TLDR from Claude on exactly this, on everything you need to know about the FOMC minutes and what happened here. You feel lost at 18? From my experience, I felt lost when I was 18. I was working when I hit 18, I was working at Taco Bell. It was my first job. And I quit the first month I was there because I saw a turd the size of Texas that I didn't want to clean, quite frankly. And I quit. I quit the second. I promised myself I would not clean that turd and I would just leave. I mean, Taco Bell turds they're galactic. They're huge. I mean, dude, let's be honest. Most of the people that are going through that drive-thru were high as hell. So I got out of there and then I went to Home Depot afterward, worked there for like 2 months during tree time era, was very lost and I quit again. And then I went, I think, to Amazon, worked there for a day, quit there. Dude, I was just like quitting every 5 seconds until the pandemic hit. Like the wisest thing that I could tell you is, dude, if I was 18, I'd probably take the time to learn AI for sure. Right now, like you have to take the time to learn Claude. And then think about like what you want to do with life. Yeah, just in general. Just think about like where you want to go through with things and don't rush it. I feel like a lot of people like to rush things and you just get cooked. Like anybody that's tried to rush wealth is going to get cooked. I remember I wanted to be a millionaire by the time I was like 21 and it took me until I was 25 to be able to do that. Like, and I think even 25 is a pretty like short timeline to being a millionaire. Like you have to build fundamentals before you get wealth. Like the most important thing to do is build fundamentals before wealth. So I would build on my health. I would build on like learning how to cook, how to eat food, how to do things on my own. Because when I was 18, I didn't know anything. And I think like if I learned those skills, I'd be much better off than I currently am, honestly. And then also like, don't think that people are wise just because they're older than you. Like I could just be full of it. Honestly, I'm just a guy on YouTube, so I could be totally full of it. And I probably am full of it to some extent. I haven't learned everything. So yeah, that's what I would say. Like if you feel lost, you kind of just figure it out after a while. It kind of just falls into place. It's totally normal to feel lost. And even people like my age, like I feel lost sometimes too. And I'm sure people that are 30 feel lost. You always feel a little bit lost, but you find a general direction eventually. You find like your why. Like why do you want to be here? Is it for your family? Is it for your parents? Like is it for your wife? Is it for, I don't know, do you want to have some sort of purpose in the world? Do you want to make an impact in people's lives? you get something. Powell doesn't speak on FOMC minutes. He speaks on FOMC meets. There's a difference. FOMC minutes, it happens 3 weeks after the FOMC meet. And what it gives you is a TLDR on why they did what they did. So during the actual live stream for FOMC, they don't really give you proper justification. They just give you like a TLDR of everything. On FOMC minutes, you get the context, like the actual context. And what it'll tell you is what's going to happen probably on the next meeting. So what we got from this, as you can kind of see, there's a lot of red here, huh? What it's telling us is that we're not going to be getting a rate cut. Essentially, what it's telling us is we're not getting a rate cut next cut. Next cut's not going to be a rate cut. I'm still going to live stream it. And I'm happy for you to come if there is a rate cut and clown on me. I would love for you to do that. But I don't see a cut happening next time. I don't see it happening because they've signaled that they're not going to be doing it, probably. I'm Thai. I was actually in Thailand, in Bangkok, what, like 3 months ago? It was really nice. Thailand's kind of goated. And no, I didn't do the lady boy and all that stuff. I have a ring. I have a ring. I'm loyal, but no, Thailand's awesome. Can you share what's going on with the US so far, especially an influence of Trump on stocks and gold? So pretty much all that's happened from what I can take, and I'm not going to get political here because I am not a political channel. As far as I've seen, I haven't fallen off enough to become a political channel. Like, you know, when you really fall off and you need to do something desperate, that's when you become a political channel. That's like the worst thing you could do as a content creator, do politics. But a TLDR of it all is like everything that was corrupt about the US is still happening. Like nothing has really changed. If we're being completely honest, like the same things are kind of happening right now. They're just happening more out in the open. That's kind of my TLDR take. A lot of it is like, the world is going to do things that don't make any sense, and the market will be irrational for longer than you can be rational. Just don't worry about it too much. It's going to come and go. There's nothing in the US that's happening that's going to make you freak out about the stock market and gold. It's really, like, none of this stuff matters right now. Learn a trade skill. Electricians are the highest paying plumbers, carpenters, welders use the latest jobs. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that going for a degree is kind of a scam, but that's my take because I dropped out. You know, I was going to school for computer science because I was obsessed with games. You guys know I was challenger in League of Legends. And then I switched my major to economics before dropping out. The reason I dropped out, and this could be interesting for you guys, is because I asked my professor, well, what am I going to use this economics degree for? And he pretty much kind of insinuated that I would either work as a banker or I would just work for someone else, essentially. Like, it's just useless. It was absolutely useless for actually trading. And so I was like, well, I kind of want to be a trader, so I'm going to leave. Goodbye. And I left. And then I had a lucky break with the crypto markets, made a little bit. And luckily, I mean, you should see some of my first videos. I was very cringe. Luckily, I kind of decided that I would make my own business, and that went well for me. But yeah, no, 100%. I think like learning your own skills and becoming self-sufficient is the most important thing you could do. But I also think like telling an 18-year-old that is a little risky because you got it. There's a balance to it. Like it has to happen with time. You don't want to like immediately throw someone at the wall and be like, hey, drop out right now and do this. Like it's a bit extreme. Everything takes its time. Like he has plenty of time to think through that. Thailand also has an identity crisis because it's so hot. Huh. Yeah, I get what you mean because of the rainy season, I assume. Yeah, when I was there, it was, what was it? October? Yeah, it was October. It was really nice. Like, I don't know. I don't have any complaints. Maybe it's because I was in Bangkok, and I'm sure that has a big part to play in it. But I mean, when I went there, so I did the Asia circuit in crypto. So the Asia circuit in crypto is the following events. So we start from going from where I was, which I'm in Miami, if you guys didn't know. You go from Miami, and then you go all the way across the world to Korea. So to get to Korea, I had to stop in Taiwan for a day because my plane just randomly freaking diverted. It was crazy. And I was in Taipei for a night. Very odd. I didn't like the vibes in Taiwan. I don't know what it is, but Taiwan feels really off for me. It felt really off. I was only there for a night, though, so maybe I didn't have enough time there. And then I went to South Korea. So I get to South Korea. South Korea vibes were pretty good. I would say South Korea was nice. The cost of living isn't the craziest in the world compared to where I live right now. The crypto events, I will say, were a lot less leverage. So like if you're going to a crypto event, I would recommend Singapore and Dubai, and the one that's happening in Miami this year, which is, I believe it's Consensus that's happening this year. Everything else is a waste of time. And even those events are kind of a waste of time. Like the best thing you can do is probably just be on the internet. But if you like have to go to a crypto event, those would probably be the three. Singapore was like nice from a deal flow perspective. From an actual tourist perspective, I didn't really like it. With Alex Cobb, who's Alex Cobb? American baseball pitcher? Am I looking at the wrong thing? I feel like I am. Hold on. Is it the XRP guy? I don't know who I'm talking about here. No, I didn't go. I went with my wife. I take my wife to all of my trips, all of them. It's really fun. It's really fun to do things when you're not alone. Is another XRP guy? I mean, I'd be down if any XRP guys want to hang out in Miami. I'm going to be in Consensus. I live here. I'm obviously going to be here. Carpenters build everything the other trades need? Well, yeah, until like AI takes everything. I don't even know what to think about jobs in the next 10 years. Just some context in the space from 2-year lost dad's money investing in crypto. Sharpening my strategy for 7 months. Well, yeah, because you're like most people that get into crypto and they're just like getting into meme coins or short-term leverage trades. Like that's not how you're going to make money in crypto. It's like the sad reality is most of the money isn't made like that. The only people making money like that long-term are people that make the meme coins or are market makers that actively manipulate smaller coins. Any coin under $1 billion is heavily manipulated. Like there are times, and this is a serious thing, not conspiracy hat. This is a thing that happens. You'll long a crypto, like let's say you put $10,000 into a crypto that's got like a $15 million market cap and it just launched. It's like a fresh one. There are market makers that will purposefully get you liquidated before the next move up. And then they'll wait until someone gets in. It's like a honeypot. Like they'll wait until someone gets in and they just liquidate them again and again and again and just milk that arbitrage. It's insane. Blue chips? Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I think you're on the wrong channel for the whole like sharpening up your strategy. I'm practically a boomer. When you make enough money in a space, you kind of start doing the boomer stuff. Like I might be 25, but I'm like, I feel like I can't say it on YouTube because I'm gonna get demonetized. But I'm like redacted enough to understand that I don't need to complicate it. The last thing I want to do is complicate my strategy because I've already kind of made it work for me. I'm not complicating it. No way. I'm doing what bot is doing. And if it doesn't work out for me, it's okay. I have money in other markets. One of them is going to go up. And I've already made a bunch of money on crypto. Like, for example, people are like footing XRP. What, do they think I got into XRP at $1.40? Did they think my first purchase of XRP was at $1.40? I was around in 2020. Like, we got in at 30 cents. We are up a lot. Today's Fed meeting minutes. So if you want to pause, you know what? I'll do you one better. I already got my AI to dissect everything. This is the X post on it if you want to check it out. That's the TLDR of the Fed meeting minutes. That's the TLDR of everything you need to know. It's very quick. Very quick. So you guys don't waste time. I guess the next thing we need to look for is the whole US striking Iran thing, huh? Do you guys actually think it's going to happen? What are your predictions? I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. I'm probably, I don't know, probably going to happen. But I don't know when it's going to happen. But if it does happen, I feel like that's a pretty, big bottom signal. Like if that happens and the crypto market starts crashing, I'm going to be buying. I've already told everybody that. I'm going to be buying the heck out of the dip if we get that. Which would also be an unfortunate thing. Like we don't want anybody to get bombed, but life is life. Things happen. The market price of your cryptocurrency does not matter relative to the stability of a region. So yeah, it is what it is. $1.43. All right. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think we got pretty much everything we needed to do. I'm super happy that you guys all came. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that we meet many times again. God bless. Subscribe, my friends. Stay classy. And I'll see you all on the next one.